there is a temptation to only want to show up when we feel like it, when we feel our best, when we look our best, when the sun is shining. And Spirit is saying, but that's not real life. That's not real life. Real life has gray days, rainy days, days where we're tired, days when we're sick, days when we're mourning. So to hide those parts away and present an image of sunshine all the time isn't helpful. Isn't helpful to other people because they're experiencing the same ups and downs of life, the same gray, dark, heavy days. And there are times where you have to hermit, where you got to figure it out. But the idea that needing to do that means that there's something wrong is part of the problem. Having preference, preferring something else, doesn't mean that it's bad. As we step into choosing intentionally, choosing to feel good, we still have to walk through life. And life still has heavier moments. Life still has darker days. There is nothing better about a version of you in a season of darkness than a version of you in a season of light. A version of you where you don't like how you look, how you feel, what you're going through is not less valuable than a version of you where you feel like you're fully plugged in and turned on. One is not better than the other. You can prefer one over the other, but whoever you are within that spectrum of experience is just who you are. Each and every version is lovable. And part of showing up in the world is showing up authentically. Not that you have to show everything about your life, but don't shy away from real life. You're going to go through seasons where you do not recognize yourself. You're going to look in the mirror and be like, what? What happened? Who is that? Whatever energy we're experiencing, it shows up in our body. It shows up on our face. It shows up in our muscles. It can be felt. It shows up in our speech. And there can be times where you do not recognize yourself. You can't hear your own voice. You just are not who you thought yourself to be. And Spirit is pointing out it's because you're holding up an expectation that you remain who you were. You're holding up an expectation that you continue to look how you previously looked, even though you are experiencing life every moment. You are advancing through life. And that advancement shows up within the vessel. Yes, it is a result of the frequency that we're emitting, showing up on our face and in our body and through our health. But it also is just life. It always changing. You're not going to stay the same. And the sooner you get comfortable with the fact that you're not going to stay the same, the funner life is going to get for you. Can you give up the idea of who you think you are? Because you may think, you know, but Spirit is saying, not really. you think you do, but there's so much more to you. And as you go through seasons of that evolution, of that aging, you're getting better. You're getting better and better. Are you measuring the right things when you're assessing yourself? Spirit's saying stop assessing yourself, but if you do, make sure you're measuring the right things. Spirit continues to bring more and more of you on board. Your authentic self, your true character, your home frequency is coming into the vessel. And as it does, you're going to physically see changes happen in your body where you don't quite recognize yourself. And I just want to assure you that you always come back to feeling like yourself again. Anytime where we go through these seasons of heaviness, of darkness, they don't last. You will come out the other side. And I know it's cliche to say, better than ever. But that's the reality. That's the reality. You're better than ever. Right here, right now, no matter what state you're in, all of you is lovable. You are filled with love. Let it through you. Let it out.